Curtis Ellis is with us. He's a former Trump campaign trade and jobs advisor. Straighten this out, because I'm getting mixed messages, positive and negative. Where are we? State of play.
We are seeing President Trump as the tough negotiator that the people elected him to be. He's said all along, it must be a good deal. A bad deal is worse than no deal at all. It must have tough enforcement. We know that for the past 30 years, China has been making empty promises, saying they're going to do something but never doing it. So what he's saying now is these tariffs are going to remain in place until we know that China is living up to the agreement. Okay. Meanwhile, we send Bob Lighthizer, the toughest negotiator that's ever existed on the face of the earth for the U.S. Trade Representative. He is the toughest trade negotiator we've ever had.
Wow. Now, he's going over there with Secretary Mnuchin. That's next week. Right. And then, theoretically, China's vice premier, he comes over here the week after.
That's right.
And as I understand it, the objective is to write down the deal, get it written down.
Right.
So there's no danger that if they do have a summit, Trump walks out.
Exactly. That's right. President Xi of China does not want to have Trump walk out on him. So he wants to make sure that we all understand what the deal is. Now, look, we've seen, as I said, for the past 30 years, China's never lived up to the agreement. So far, what they've offered has been pretty meaningless. They're going to drop the 25% tariff on U.S. automobiles coming into China. Well, we'll never sell any autos over there anyway because GM makes all the cars in China.
Right.
And now we hear, oh, well, we'll buy more chips from the United States, semiconductor chips. The U.S. semiconductor chip makers say, no, thanks, we don't want to sell to China because we're going to have to move our factories over to China and then we'll be under Beijing's thumb.
Well, what's this I hear this morning? I got a report this morning that President Trump wants China to buy not $1.2 trillion worth of stuff over the next 2 years, 6 years, but maybe $2 or $3 trillion worth of stuff from America going over there in the next 6 years. Is that realistic? It's certainly a hard line, isn't it?
It is certainly a hard line, and maybe in addition to keeping the tariffs in place at 10%, he should raise them to 25%. Then we can get a real negotiation going.
You think that's required? You think he's got to maintain a super tough line?
You have to maintain pressure on these people. They have wheedled out of every promise they've ever made. Back in 2006, they said they were going to open their market to U.S. credit card issuers. The WTO, the World Trade Organization, said they had to do that. They said, OK, we'll do it. They still haven't done it.
So if he's taking a hard line on how much stuff they got to buy, he's taking a hard line on tariffs, is that a positive signal?
Absolutely a positive signal.
That a deal will be done and we won't cave.
That's right. We won't cave. We have to hold out for the best deal, enforceable deal, credible deal. This is in the long-term interest of the market, of the country.
It's not going to come fast, is it?
No, it is not going to come fast.
You're into the summer.
It took us 30, 40 years to get into this mess. It's going to take us a while to correct it.
Summertime? I mean, by that I mean June, July.
It's going to take years, to be quite honest.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, there will be a handshake. When? In the summer?
It's up to the Chinese Communist Party Politburo.
Oh, there you have it. Curtis Ellis, thanks for joining us, sir, straightening us out on that one. State of play. Thank you, sir. Let's turn to Facebook.